Hello and welcome back to another review. Me, Kevin from Let's Talk Whisky. As we can see, we're on the golf course today. Masters Week, one of my favourite things in the world is the Masters, my most favourite tournament. So I thought my love of golf and whisky, put them together, and I'm going to give a pick of my top 5 drams I like to take on the course. So I've got a wee hip flask I would usually fill, depending where I'm playing, on mood. We're going to keep it kind of price friendly as well. We'll maybe throw in one wee caveat. So we'll see some bad golf shots. We'll get back after this into the room and we'll discuss the 5 whiskies that I'm going to choose as my favourite to take in my hip flask when I'm out golfing, if I'm out myself or if I'm out with my buddies, and see if you guys agree. A little bit overcast today. It's not Augusta, unfortunately. We're not even near Augusta, we're in Scotland. But let's go and see how we get on at some golf. Let's talk about some whisky. I'll see. So there's no particular order for these whiskies that I'm choosing, but one of the first ones is Tomatin Legacy. A nice refill bourbon, virgin oak, superb, nice and easy. When we come to the summer, it's one that friends usually enjoy. It's easy to get, it's very price friendly, it can work well in, wee cocktails on the golf course as well. So I think it's got a lot of different varieties that we can use that whiskey for. So Tomatin Legacy is one of my picks, and we'll get on to the other 4 very shortly. I've just hit a shot here, I missed the green, you wouldn't be very surprised, but let's go and see how we get on, and I'll talk about the next whisky in the next hole once we get there. So I finished pin high, just right of the green here. Got a little bit of tuft in front of me. I'm going to try and chip in for a 2, pretend I'm at the Masters, but the camera is always in danger here because we could thin it, but let's not think that way. Think about the Tomatin Legacy, and let's try and make my own legacy and chip in for a 2. No legacy, but can we just tap in for a 3? Let's hope so. Easy 3. So the Tomatin, that hole there, legacy, we'll call this now the legacy hole. I've got no whisky with me today because I'm driving, but we can still chat about it whilst we're out in the fresh air, chatting golf and whisky. What a day. So on to the next. Another whisky that I love, I think it's absolutely amazing, price friendly, it was actually my whisky of the year, is the Portiskeag 8-year-old. It's peated, it's fresh, got all those bourbon notes and things, especially coming to summer for golf. I think it's a great one to have in the bag, and when I give it to friends when we're out on the coast, it takes them by surprise in a good way. So I think that one has to be in my top 5 drams for the golf course. So now I've got a 3 wood out, one of the tightest shots on this golf course. So let's see if we can think about Portiskeag 8. Let's hopefully we don't put an 8 on the scorecard by the end of this hole. So as I said just before at the shot, the Portiskeag 8-year-old, it's an absolute great whisky, and it is great to have because you can always get it. I think having the change and have a little bit of peat in there is great. A day like today, it's not that in your face peat, there is that syrupy note to it. I think it's a great day. The sun is trying to break through. It is just about 11 o'clock here in the morning, so maybe in a couple of hours this sun will be flying out. But those kind of more rich coastal notes, it's a great oily viscous dram, something that I really love. So my second pick is Portiskeag 8-year-old. So I'm on the green, I am putting for 3, but as you can see I'm miles away. So trying to put this for a wee par, and we'll talk about whisky number 3. Or we could 1 putt and be even better, but let's see how we get on. That'll do nicely. I'll take a birdie. A nice big long putt in a hole. Thank you very much. So whiskey number 3. Whiskey number 3 is going to be the Old Perth, but the Paolo Cortado. I know it's a little bit more pricey, but it is superb. A blended malt, just Paolo Cortado cask. It's amazing, and pulling that out of a wee hip flask is amazing. I'd love to have a wee glass with me because I think the colour is superb on it. It catches people off, especially when you're giving that to friends on the golf course. They really, really enjoy it, and they don't know much about it because it's a blend. It's not a lot of my friends are kind of supermarket whiskey drinkers if they're not getting to see these whiskies. So trying to encourage them into a little bit more. So the Old Perth Paolo Cortado is amazing, and that's in one of my hip flasks as well. I've actually still got that in my hip flask from last year. I think it's actually in my bag, but we'll go and check that. So number 3, Paolo Cortado Old Perth, superb. Number 4, we've got the driver out because this is a big hitting whiskey for superb value. We're going for the electric Rioja cask with the Sinclair series. It's an absolute stunner of a whiskey from Mull. So it's peated, it's Rioja red wine. It is phenomenal, phenomenal stuff. An amazing sweet peatness. It's just everything I love in a whiskey. And pulling that out, it's a long-lasting flavour and taste on the palate, especially when you just open the top of that hip flask. It just wants to escape and just get there, and I love it. So I thought, let's take the driver here, we'll put the mic down and see how much of a splash factor we can get. So the electric Rioja is one, you can get it everywhere. It's always obtainable. It's one that if you run out, you don't need to rush back. You'll be able to get it online. Most, I think Amazon, one of the best, bring it down in deals at times as well. And for that whiskey to come out at such a good price and quality is baffling. It'd be good to see if they do bring something similar out again soon from the Sinclair series, but we'll just need to wait and see. I'm going to walk up at my next drive and let's get on to our next whiskey. Whiskey number 5 is going to be a Ben Nevis. Not any Ben Nevis, even though I love all Ben Nevis. I think there's an amazing, funky, earthy, just bizarre note to it, which I really love. But the golden cask bottle is cask strength, single cask. It's got all the details on it. I think the one I've got is 61.2% or 62.2% ABV. It doesn't drink like that. I've got a tiny bit left. But the fun thing I found the other day was I can replace that bottle. It's an 8-year-old, or is it a 9-year-old? Can't remember now. One of the two. But £30 for a single cask strength, refill bourbon, Ben Nevis. That's an absolute stunner of a whiskey for me. It's one it's easy to reach for, and for £30, I think making a price-friendly spot, you can't really go wrong. So, last shot before we get back into the house. We've got a par 3 up the hill. Let's try and get a good connection. If you hear me scream, it's probably because it's a hole in one. And if you hear me shout 4, don't tell anyone. So here we have it. We're back in the whiskey room, off the golf course. Successful day, nice day as well, and something a little bit different for you guys on the video front. So got the bottles here. The only one that I don't have is the electric. I've actually finished that, so it needs to be replaced. So as we said, Tomatin Legacy, great whiskey. Just does everything for me that I like in a whiskey. The Port of Skeg was actually what I've got in the glass just now. That's an absolute screamer of a whiskey. Peated, beautiful. The Paolo Cortado from Old Perth, it's a cracker as well. And the golden cask Ben Nevis, you can see I've only got a little bit left, but £30 I'm going to get this one finished. It's a 9-year-old at 62.1%, so I can confirm that now. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you can see I'm on brand with my official Masters top. So last little thing, I'll choose my winner for the Masters. This is Wednesday. I've done this video, so this will be out on Friday when the Masters already started. I'm hoping Rory's going to win it because I think he deserves to win it and I love him. But Scotty Scheffler is going to be up there. And my wee outsider this time is going to be Joaquin Niemann. So guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed that massive putt that I made because I'm still excited from that. I'm going to go back, have a look online about other whiskies I'll need to replenish. My Porterskeg is a little bit low. This is super low, and I've got no electric left, so I need to get another one of those ordered. But I'm going to go enjoy my wee dram and get ready for the Masters. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking, subscribing, leaving comments. It's great to have you all here. But as always, join me next week. Let's talk whiskey. Flange.